Hi, my name is Carrie Burrows, and I'm a grad student at Gwynedd Mercy University, obtaining my master's degree in elementary education with a certification in pre-K through grade 4. And I've been in the program for almost 2 years. EDU 603 is my final course to complete the program and earn my degree. Yay! So I'm kind of an older student and doing a career change later in life. I started out obtaining my bachelor's degree in journalism from Temple University years ago, and was a newspaper reporter for many years before having children and staying home and raising them. My son is going away to college next year, and I have a daughter in middle school, and I've just really been interested in working with kids and decided to take this course into education. So my topic of study for my action research project is the effects of co-teaching approaches and collaboration on teacher and student outcomes. I'm going to be researching one school in a suburb of Philadelphia that has implemented the co-teaching model in grades 3 through 5. I think this is important to study as there are different approaches in co-teaching, as well as various collaboration techniques that teachers can use in order to co-teach effectively. As research has noted, there is sometimes an inequality or power struggle between two teachers in the same classroom. So this begs the question of how can teachers develop collaboration techniques to improve co-teaching approaches, and what co-teaching approaches work best for both teachers and students. Some of the questions that my study will pinpoint then are: what co-teaching approaches are most utilized by the teacher participants that I'm studying? How do the different approaches allow co-teachers to collaborate? How do co-teaching approaches impact student outcomes such as classroom satisfaction, behavior, learning? And what approaches do teacher participants think achieve the best outcomes for both students and teachers in terms of collaboration? So I think one of the primary reasons why I chose this topic was because I do substitute teach in that school district, and I've noted that they are one of the only school districts in the area to completely implement the co-teaching model. And it kind of struck my curiosity, as well as the fact that there's a lot in education today about inclusion and teaching kids with all needs in the general education classroom. In fact, there's some statistics, according to the National Center for Educational Statistics, which was in 2018, this report, they noted that in the fall of 2015, about 95% of the students that were served under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, otherwise known as IDEA, attended general education classes. Additionally, the percentage of those students in general education classes most of the day increased from 47% in 2000 to 63% in 2015. So many of these students today are being placed in co-taught classrooms where you have one general education teacher and one special education teacher. So this kind of is something that needs to be studied, because there has been studies, according to my literature review, that look at the different approaches. And as this is somewhat newer, I think there are definitely ways that we could research the approaches and the collaboration between the teachers to kind of figure out what works best. And in this school where this has been going on for several years, maybe there are strategies or techniques that could be employed to help teachers learn methods to best utilize the co-taught classroom and best utilize the relationship between the two teachers. The main purpose of my study is to increase educators' awareness of the different methods of co-taught instruction and collaboration, so they can implement teaching strategies that will achieve successful student outcomes. So I did begin my research. I'm doing a qualitative case study research, as this is focusing in on 3 classrooms and 6 different teachers. So I have begun obtaining data, and my data is basically focused on classroom observations and semi-structured interviews with the 6 different teachers involved in the study. So so far I have a lot of data that's been collected from my own observations of the classrooms and watching various co-teaching approaches being utilized. And I also am in the process of collecting data through interviews with the teachers. So far it's been very interesting. I feel like I have a lot of data recorded that I need to go back and transcribe, and what I'm hoping to do is to break down my data into categories and themes, which will hopefully bring out the main ideas of my research as I begin to do that. So I look forward to working with all of you and learning more about your projects and watching this whole process unfold. Thanks a lot.